Okay, got a PM from an older black woman, and she wanted more conversation, or just, I guess, more reasoning to why men want younger women, because she's a little bit frustrated that older women kind of get more so passed up. Okay, here we go. I'll give two more reasons here. Reason number one: women have proven over the last, I would say, 20 years that they have the inability to be younger and have fun but not get hurt. It's like your mom saying, okay, you can go outside and play two-hand touch on the concrete, but don't get hurt. And you say, okay, I can handle it, but you end up getting hurt. Right? So now your mom has to pay all this money or do whatever to get you fixed up and take time off of work. So what's your mom going to say? No, you can't. You have proven that you can't handle playing two-hand touch outside on the concrete without getting hurt. And I feel like a lot of women have mirrored this in terms of their relationship. They want to be younger and have fun, fine. But you don't have the ability to walk away with those relationships without children or without being emotionally or spiritually damaged. And there's evidence to support that. You can look at the numbers and you can make whatever inferences you need to, but to me it's clear that a lot of women can't handle it. Hence the whole idea of, I've been in a bad relationship, or, I have kids and this, that, and the third. To me, they're signs that you can handle what you were doing when you were younger. It's not natural for women to get hurt or to have kids without being in a serious relationship or outside of a marriage, at least in my book. I know people are different, but this is just how I see it. It's not natural for people, just because you get into a relationship does not mean you have to come out damaged and hurt. It doesn't work that way. If you're just trying to have fun, then make sure you're just having fun. But to walk away with children or to walk away emotionally or spiritually or financially damaged means that you can't handle what you're getting yourself into. So why, as a man, should we wait? Like I said before, decent men aren't going to play janitor. But a lot of the times, especially in the black community, we want the good men, the men who are about their shit, to play janitor and to play cleanup. No, it's not going to happen that way. You'll meet chicks and they'll talk about how, they have kids and, they have to like kids, or, they have to be stable and secure because I've been in bad relationships before. And you're pretty much screaming, yo, I'm looking for a janitor, somebody that's going to come through and play cleanup because I made a mess in my own life. And dudes ain't going to go for that. Reason number two, we don't have to wait to know that you're going to pan out. Okay, so we can look at a chick who's 20, 21, 22 and know if she's on track to make something out of herself. As simple as that. Whereas women, on the other end, feel like they need to seek older men, not for some positive reasons, but because there's no guesswork. He's already established, right? A lot of women love this whole, I want a man who's 30, 31, 32, and I think that's good if their reasons are right. But if you look at their reasons, it's because they're already established. At 31, 32, a lot of men are going to be established. So there is no more guesswork. So for a lot of women, saying that they want an older man has nothing to do with maturity. It just has to do with the whole idea that they already have something. And they don't have to, put on their guessing caps and make some sort of educated guess in terms of how he's going to turn out. Whereas with men, like I said before, we know. We know if you're on track to be one of the women that are going to fall off the bus, and we know if you have the skills to stay on the bus and to possibly even drive the bus. We know. So there is no incentive for men to wait. Like I said before, if women knew how to be younger and I guess have their fun, but not walk away damaged or with children, yeah, of course, I think way more men will be open to the whole idea of dating older women. But because society has clearly proven that women can't handle it, look at where we're at. Feminism, I guess, opened up a lot of doors for a lot of women, and we're seeing what they're doing with it. Yeah, you have certain women who have taken it and ran with it and are doing well, but to me, I think feminism has hurt way more women, than it's really helped. Because a lot of women had freedoms, which is good, but how did they use the freedom? How did they use it? Like I said before, instead of women being astronauts, police officers, or whatever, women just got knocked up and started having kids. Or they started to getting emotionally damaged or spiritually damaged. Way to go. Right? So what is that said? You always have to look at two sides of the coin. Of course, women having their freedom and having the ability to do what they want to do is a good thing. But to me, when you have a pattern and you have more women who are failing from their freedoms than doing well from their freedoms, there's a problem. So if you're a dude out there, why am I going to wait? Why am I going to wait and act as if she's going to turn around to only play the janitor or the cleanup guy? To me, it doesn't make any sense. And like I said before, we already know what you're going to be. We already know. A lot of women have this whole concept that they can turn around later on. I don't really think so. Right? We tend to know what's going to be, especially in the black community. Let's be real. Yeah, people turn their lives around, but how many people in the black community actually turn their lives around? Like I said before, it's clear with men that they can't turn their lives around. Hence the whole idea of a lot of black men not necessarily turning their back on other black men, but understanding that, hey, you only really have one shot. If you mess up, you mess up. But within the black community and just America in general, when women tend to miss the bus, they have this belief that they can still get on the bus. Hence the whole idea of going to church or taking on this, I'm the single mother type role, as if you being a mother to your kids means that you're going to be a good girlfriend or wife to me. Right? Your motherhood doesn't buy that. Or you have women who will just go to college. Now, going to college is a good thing, but you still have to do something with it. I've met a lot of chicks who are in college, but they're nowhere near to any sort of profession. But because they're in college, because they're a mother, because they're in church, they have this whole idea that somehow buys them a pass. No, you fell off the bus. You have fallen off the bus. So, like I said before in closing, if more women could prove that they can stay on the bus after 26, 27, men will be completely open to dating older women. But because so many women have proven that they can't handle it, and because we have the ability to actually point out the ones who will make it based off of, maybe parental involvement or their personality or demeanor, we really have no reason to wait around. So anyways, hopefully you guys were able to make the connection. Take it easy. God bless.